What's good, y'all? It's your girl Galaxy Queen Star. So I know I've been MIA, but I'm gonna be real with y'all. I didn't buy the pay-per-view for the MURDA MOOK event, but I'm so happy that ARP finally dropped the battle. So yes, I had to take my notes. I finally watched the battle, and it was a good battle. I actually enjoyed it. I'm so happy that VERB took it seriously. It just felt like the old VERB to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was really spazzing in this battle. I could tell that he was very passionate, and him spitting his bars. Like, it just felt like you knew he always wanted this battle with MURDA MOOK. You know what I'm saying? And MURDA MOOK was the best MURDA MOOK that I've seen, you know what I'm saying, since, he didn't have that many battles, but he was best since Jay Mills and Party Artie. I didn't really like him in the battle with Iron Solomon, but this was a really good MURDA MOOK, and I really enjoyed the battle. So I took some notes, you know how I do, y'all. So Mook goes first. I was very impressed. Like, I really did like Mook's first round, and I'm gonna be honest, like, after the first round I really thought that VERB couldn't top it. I wrote certain bars that I liked. Like, the first bar he came through, he was like, the cowboy ain't want meat on URL, so RBE was the medium to cater the plate. This beef bout to get done well. Y'all about to see the vegan done made a mistake. I thought that was fire. Made a mistake, or a steak. He's a vegan and he made him a steak. I thought that was fire. And rare breed, a steak could be rare. You know what I'm saying? Rare was the medium. I thought that was such a fire bar by Mook. Next bar that I like, I show him the rope. He said mad times. I show him the ropes. That is when Chaz ties in. I thought that was fire. I think VERB first name must be Chaz, because he kept saying that name, Chaz this, Chaz that. So I'm assuming that VERB first name must be Chaz. But I thought that was fire when he said I show him the ropes, Chaz ties in, or chastise. You know what chastising means, to scold somebody. So I thought that was a fire line. Another fire line I thought, imagine your kid trying to play peekaboo with you. I see you. I thought that was fire. Because when you like, peekaboo, peekaboo, I see you. You say that to a little kid. So I thought that was fire, A next line that I like, isn't it ironic that after you stop eating meat, that man put you right in front of the goat? So that was fire to me, because they call MURDA MOOK the GOAT, greatest of all times. So I liked how he said that, you know what I'm saying? So I love the insurance scheme that he had. He said something about like Geico and Polis Progresso. I didn't write the bar down, but he had like a little insurance scheme. I thought that was fire. And he actually did get booed in this round, though. He had said something about a chastity line, and the crowd wound up booing him. So he had a few dry spots, but he had a lot of nice bars that I actually liked. One thing I didn't like was that Mook was kind of too aggressive. Like, he just came out the gate being so aggressive first. He was aggressive first, then VERB. VERB got a little aggressive, just poking at his chest, but that's all VERB really did. Okay, they almost fought, I noticed, but I'm happy that Mook, didn't get all too fired up. He even said, oh, this is battle rap, and he shook VERB's hand. So I like that sport in Mook. I ain't gonna lie, I thought VERB couldn't top this round, but when VERB came through, I was like, whoa. Okay, let me take some water, drink some water, y'all. It's mad hot out here. So now, VERB goes. VERB first round. Now, VERB, he looked amped up. Like, while Mook was spitting his rounds, VERB was there, like, looking like, yeah, I'm ready to go. Yeah, say what you gotta say, because it's on. Like, that's how VERB was looking throughout the whole round that MURDA MOOK was spitting. But at the same time, he was so calm. When it was his go, when it was VERB's go, VERB was nice and calm. I like when VERB had said, nigga, fuck your legacy. Nigga, fuck your honor. Nigga, fuck your God stuff. Let's see how tough y'all Black Panther is once he gets stripped of his powers. I thought that was fire, you know, because, you know, Black Panther, the Wakanda, and all, you know, the Killmonger bars he had. I mean, that, to me, that was like the most fire angle Verb could ever use against Murda Mook. You know what I'm saying? Because they hold Mook up to this pedestal. You know what I'm saying? So for Verb to take that Killmonger angle and that Black Panther angle, I thought that was just genius of Verb to take that angle. Okay, so another line that I like that Verb said, we ain't the same. Look at your battles. You stayed in your region and had hot, iron, loaded, and never killed nothing, he said. It never killed nothing. And that's kind of true. You know, all the battles, not all of them, but a lot of battles that Mook had, even though he beat Lux twice, even though he beat Young Hot and Iron Solomon, they weren't all that great. Like, Little Lux wasn't really great, you know, in that battle against Murda Mook. Like, he was great with Calico, like he was great in Charlie Clips. That battle with Mook was trash. Both battles to me was like kind of trash to me. Loaded Lux was better to me with the Calico battle, and he was better in the Charlie Clips battle. So that was true what, you know, Verb was saying, you know. You look at we ain't the same. Look at your battles. You stayed in your region and had hot, iron, and loaded, and never killed nothing. That's kind of true, you know. Then I like another line. He said, "You not one of us. Who you bring on your podcast? Not one of us." So I thought that was fire, because, you know, Mook got his own podcast called One of Us, I believe. So that was a fire angle. Fire bar. And then, of course, the bar everybody's talking about, it's time to eat, I'ma go noodles like a college student. I thought that was fire, you know. So to me, Verb was more personal in the first round. He was so passionate about what he had to say. He was fired up. He had such lots of energy. And he had just great angles and great bars throughout the entire round. He actually gave me the goosebumps in this round. Like, I was really feeling Verb. Like, I really felt with everything that Verb, every line was hitting to me. Okay, so even though I thought that Verb would not top Mook, he actually topped Mook in this battle. He reminded me of the old Verb. Okay, so I mean, he topped him in this round. Alright, so I definitely gave Verb the first round. So now we're going to go to the second round. Hold up, y'all, my bad. So I took a lot of points off of this round with Mook, actually, because I noticed that Mook had a lot of, he just had a lot of reaches in the second round. Now, I love the liquor scheme he had. I love when Mook was all like, you know, changing up his style of rhyming and you know, with the verb this and verb that, you know. I thought that was kind of fire. So the alcohol scheme was dope, except certain lines with the reach. I put down breathalyze. First of all, breathalyze is not even a word. It's breathalyzer. And then whiskey business. That's, you know, that's not, whiskey is a liquor, but whiskey is supposed to be risky business. I know what he was trying to say, but I just thought that was a little of a reach. Another line that was a reach to me when he said, "See, I meant to put you 6 feet under." I know he meant cement, like a play on words, but it was too much of a reach to be a play on words. Okay, then, you know, this was okay. This line, he said, "I'm like a lowercase I, top of the fucking line, period." I thought that was kind of a reach. It was okay, but it was a kind of a reach. Now, I do like this bar when he said, "This Lama Lakum, why would I lie?" You know, that's like a Muslim bar. This llama, you know, is a gun, is a llama. This gun with Lakum or Salam Alaikum, which is a play on words. Why would I lie? Allah, you know, which is Muslim. So that was pretty cool. And like I said, his switching up his voice and his style and stuff, you know, I thought that was kind of fire. But overall, I do believe Mook's second round was really good. I do like the liquor scheme, except for the reaches that Mook had. Okay, and he just overall he did have lots of energy. Okay, he was just a little sloppy on certain things he was doing on stage, but I guess that would take, you know, him doing more battles. He would get better. Okay, with his stage and performance. But overall, he had a good round. He just had too many reaches to me. But like I said, he did have a good round, lots of energy. So now we're gonna go to round 2 with Verb. Now with Verb, I noticed Mook kept talking in Verb's round. Okay, even Verb had to say, look at him, emotional, you know, something that Lola Lux would say. So I love Verb's showtime, so it is showtime. And this bar I really love of Verb when he was like, you rhyme for the minds of these niggas that play with Legos. I'm crazy with it. I stick a fork in your noodle, twist it, pull it back, and then lick the Prego. The way he said it, that shit was disgusting. And how he demonstrated. I put the fork in your noodle, lick it, pull it back, and Lego my egg. What he said? He said I'm crazy with it. I stick a fork in your noodle, twist it, pull it back, and then lick the Prego. I thought that was just a nasty line that Verb said, but it was so fire. That bar to me topped everything that Mook said in his second round, you know. And then I love another bar. He said, when it's war, I don't play, bro. I'm up early throwing rounds in the toaster. Lego my ego. Oh, that was so fire to me. I thought that was another haymaker to me that Verb said, you know. So to me, Verb's bars in that second round was just too far advanced than Mook's bars. You know what I'm saying? His round was better structured. You know, he had just so much better material in his second round. And, you know, it takes experience. You know what I'm saying? Verb's been in the game for a long time. You know, almost as long as MURDA MOOK has. But the difference between Verb and MURDA MOOK is that Verb's, you know, he's still active and MURDA MOOK isn't. Hold on, y'all. Verb has been still active in the game, you know, and that's what I do really respect about Verb, is that he's been in the game for such a long time, okay, and he's still here, you know, competing with the top killers, with the up-and-coming battle rappers. And it takes a lot of experience for you, you know, to be able to structure your rounds clearly, get through it, you know, very clean the way Verb did. To me, it felt like Verb was telling a story, like, especially in the first round. It just felt like I was watching a movie, even though I was, you know, watching Verb. If I could imagine his bars, I could imagine the things that he was saying. You know, he just drew me in more. Verb really drew me into his rounds, especially that first round. He really gave me the goosebumps. He definitely topped Mook off. So I definitely give the first 2 rounds to Verb. Now, third round, I didn't write nothing down, okay, but the third round, Mook comes on. To me, he was just a little too long. I mean, I know although I give him props for rhyming and rapping so long, and I know it's impressive, it has some high points and it has some low points, because some certain things, you know, I was feeling, and then I felt like I wanted to go to sleep at other times. You know, it was like sometimes I felt like, okay, he's fire right now, and then other times he was boring, you know. So I just felt like he had to structure that third round better. Okay, he did get booed at one time, and that's what happens when you go so long, you know, but he did get booed. But overall, I just think Mook was okay, and he was very impressive in that third round. The third round with Verb went a while too. He didn't go as long, but he did go a good 8 minutes. His bars was directed to Mook. Okay, he was passionate, had great bars, and I was feeling Verb's bars. So I'm not gonna lie, I have to watch the third round again, because I did kind of get a little, you know, restless after watching Mook's bars, that I didn't pay too much attention to Verb. But it does seem like the crowd was feeling Verb's third round, so I just gotta go back. But Verb the first 2 rounds anyway, and the third round I could say it may be debatable, but I'll edge it to Verb. I just gotta see it again, but I'm gonna still say I'll edge it to Verb. Okay, so that's, you know, my thing for Murder Mook and VERB, my recap. I'm sorry, y'all. That's my recap. My bad for taking so long to being MIA, but I'm gonna come back with y'all, you know, tomorrow. I got some content that I want to discuss and go over. Okay, thank y'all for having patience. All right, so y'all have a good day, and I'll check y'all out another time. And remember, there's no night without stars. About to get up in the AC, y'all. I'm so hot. All right, later.